Indiana deserves a conservative fighter in the United States Senate. But the radical Democrats and the spineless Republicans are going to do everything that they can to stop me. Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden have tried to block me before. They know I won't back down. But I need your help in the fight to restore America. Please go to banksforsenate.com to donate and get involved today. I'm Jim Banks, and I will always fight for our American way of life. America has given me the opportunity of a lifetime, and our daughters and our sons, they deserve nothing less. That's why I'm running for the United States Senate. Please join me.
It's the wildest thing. Over the past 10 years or so, I'd say we've had a good group of people in the House come up. Not low-T GOP types, but like a real solid group of people. And yet our Senate is still full of useless turds. There's like 4 good senators. And so when I find out we actually have an opportunity to get some of the good people over to the place that's full of useless turds, it excites me. How many congressmen do I even like? There's like 5. Congressman Jim Banks from Indiana is one of the true good ones out there, and now running for Senate, which is freaking awesome. Congressman, why not just stay in the House? What do you want to go be one of those dork senators for?
For the same reason that you just described, we need to shake up the United States Senate. You know, I've been in the House for 6 years and disappointed time and time again that there aren't enough Republicans who are fighting back against the radical Democrat agenda in the Senate, where they can actually stop things from happening, like the $1.7 trillion omnibus bill that passed a few weeks ago. If we would have had more conservative fighters in the Senate, we could have stopped it. So that's why I'm running for it. My current senator is running for governor, has opened up the seat. I've already got a large push by some moderates in my party to block me and recruit a candidate to take me on. But we're off to a good start. Tom Cotton, Marco Rubio endorsed me today. I expect some strong conservative support down the road. We're off to a good start. I'm excited about the campaign ahead.
That's a good start. It's definitely a good start. The most exciting part about that is they're already recruiting moderates to run against you. That tells me everything I need to know. All right, explain to me. I understand a senator is different than a House member. You have a whole state instead of one district. But why do so many senators suck that bad? It doesn't make sense. It should be, like, I would view that as the place where I look for leadership, right? I want to look to my senators as the place to lead. Senator Banks, what do you have to say about something? Instead, they just disappoint you and me time and again, and I don't understand why. Why does that happen?
You know, I have a political science degree. I don't know that I can give you a political theory on this, other than this. The last 6 years, we've seen the House change and the type of Republicans in the House, the type of leaders in the House, who we understand as House Republicans, because of what we've been up against with Pelosi as the speaker, that this is a war. The radical left is trying to destroy America, change it from inside out, and turn it into the socialist country that they hope for. And if we don't fight back with the same intensity that the left does, we're going to lose the war. So the 2-year election cycles in the House have offered a lot of turnover. You have a lot of the weak, old school establishment Republicans when I first got to the House 6 years ago who are long gone. But the 6-year cycles in the Senate means that turnover takes a lot longer to happen in the Senate. So I have an opportunity with an open Senate seat in Indiana to go over to the Senate and be the type of new Republican conservative fighter that the Senate needs to shake it up and push back, fight back against the radical left. That's exactly why I'm running. It's what I'm going to do.
Let's talk about the House for a moment. One thing I've been pleased with so far is some of the moves I've seen the new Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, make, including the absolute revenge move of kicking losers like Schiff and Swalwell off of committees. This should be done because they did it to us, and unless there's mutually assured destruction, they'll never stop playing these games. Of course, Hakeem Jeffries is whining about it. What say you?
Well, I'm the guy that got kicked off of a committee by Nancy Pelosi. So how do you think that I feel? I mean, Nancy Pelosi was never forced to answer the question by the left-wing mainstream media about why she blocked me from serving on the fake sham January 6th committee, the first time in congressional history that the Speaker of the House denied the appointments of the minority leader to serve on a select committee. I'm the guy. It's on my Wikipedia page. It says I'm the first guy in congressional history to be kicked off and blocked from a committee by the Speaker. So you better believe it that I expect Speaker Kevin McCarthy to do exactly what he did. He kept his word, and he's blocking Eric Swalwell, who was engaged in a sex scandal with a Chinese Communist Party spy. How in the world do Democrats with a straight face could they believe that this guy deserves to be on the powerful and important Intelligence Committee handling classified information when he was caught with a Chinese Communist spy? And then you have Schiff, who is a known liar. He's lied about all kinds of issues, but issues related to the national security of our country. That guy should never be allowed anywhere near classified documents and important national security related secrets for our country. So I'm glad, I'm very pleased that Speaker McCarthy followed through on his word to kick these two goons off of the important Intel Committee, and I'm standing up for him and see that, just like you do, as a sign of how different House Republican leadership is than they were 6 years ago when I first came to Congress.
All right, finally, I've got to ask you about the drug abuse in this country. Obviously, we have people in Seattle talking about the morgues are filling up. We don't need to go into all the details of it, but this fentanyl crisis is real. I don't expect Congress and the Senate to be able to solve a fentanyl crisis, but what can we do? We are an addicted nation, and we're killing ourselves.
Yeah, this is, I mean, it's really crazy. It's sad. And I don't talk to hardly any family anymore in Indiana who hasn't been affected by the drug crisis. Fentanyl, the leading cause of death of Americans, yours and my age today. But there is something that we can do about it, and that's stop the supply of fentanyl and drugs coming over the wide open southern border. Demand that the Biden administration secure the border, build the wall, stop the drug cartels from having full and free reign of our southern border, declare war on the Mexican drug cartels. So this madness has to stop. I actually think Congress can do a lot to stop it. I said last week, I will not support raising the debt limit or frankly any other massive omnibus or spending bill until this administration secures the border first. That should be the first and primary responsibility of the Biden administration. They're not doing it. So why would I vote for any more government spending above normal levels of where it is today if the Biden administration isn't spending money where it should be spent on, which is to save this country and secure the border?
Can you give out your website again, Congressman, because you're one of the few people I actually want in the Senate?
banksforsenate.com. I really appreciate it. We're off to a strong and great start, but we need your help. I mean, they're coming after me. We already see it. We already know it. We know who they're recruiting to run against me. So we very much appreciate your help. Go to banksforsenate.com and help us out today.
Banksforsenate.com. How often do I do that? I never do that. How about that? Congressman, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.